competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner side, ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired, you will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that, big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, please. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna bring it to the crib, we can't dine in. Off right away, couldn't even get a line in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over, he in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Swear the all makes sense. Ay, when you making bets, can make friends. Cause I'm really tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy, cool down.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the... ...33-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go. 60 yards. You're out. Hey, check. Out. That's it.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Stay at home. Popo's the mic. Mike's Popo. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7th. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Echo. 44, Mike, 44.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Open man, Butler complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Charles Clay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
First down, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama, Mack Wilson. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, It's been pretty sensational.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Set. 180. I got one. Pistol. King. Hey, box drop.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Mike, 57. 3 buzz.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's Butler. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
6 guys. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Well, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go.
From the gun, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Dumping it off for Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Safety's creeping.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out there? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Browns drive about to get started, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So many connections between the 2 quarterbacks in this game, Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray. Both Heisman Trophy winners. Obviously, you've got the Oklahoma connection. Both #1 overall picks. Both also won a state title in high school in the state of Texas. And neither guy is a very tall quarterback. Baker Mayfield at 6'1", Kyler Murray just at 5'10". So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Geis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check, 43. Alert. 5. 43 is the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. Get him.
Mayfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Jamie Gillendow as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's Isabella open on the right side. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Here we go.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
What we got? 43's the mic. 43's the mic. I don't think you got it, son. 43's the mic, boy. 43. Check. I got it.
Now Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford.
Pick, baby. Up day. Don't throw this way.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're already in the red zone, the 18-yard line. takeover.
First down and 10.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert 33. Key the time. Hey, Zoo. 3 down. March 43. March 43.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Hey, wahoo. Check 3.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And the Browns first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Watch twist.
First down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
There you go. Whip. Watch the whip. Say, I got you.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Throwing, Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
King. You draw fortress.
They run forward with Hunt. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42.
That's good for Cardinals. First down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. On 1st down, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
You got 3. Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 43! I got
3rd and long for Mayfield. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillandale as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Peterson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th.
Stop your whining. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Switch. Let's go. Come on. Orbit.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Murray now, perfect since the 2nd half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike, check. 59.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
You.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Murray from midfield. And that's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Mike's 59. All day, baby, all day.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 22. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield now. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
First down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 1st down, it's Hunt, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
180. Hey, man. Real. 43 is the mic, boy, 43. Check, 43. Point it right. What? Crunch. 43 is the mic. What?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Watch out.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. To throw again on second down, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, back up. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Beckham Jr. 24-yard gain on the play. And the Browns first down.
Set. 20. Kings. Here we go. 43 is the mic. I got it.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The Browns on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11.
He's checking crap. Regular. Move.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check 3. Hey, Charlie.
And again, it's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They come out here in the eye. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Check number 6. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check safety. Up.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Corey Peters. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Open man is Kirk, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Cardinals, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Man, check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Ayy, ayy.